Hey Tony, how are you?
I'm wonderful, I'm happy, I'm enjoying in my own little space.
Working from home?
Working from home, yes. Oh, by the way, since yesterday we are allowed to go out. You know that, right?
I do, and I think everyone else.
No more stay at home.
I think everyone else who was cooped up for the last 3
yeah.
months have been
yeah.
starting to drive again, and I think a lot of them have gotten how to drive.
Yeah.
So let's talk about a little bit about that.
The driving?
The driving, and what a lot of times happens is road rage.
Road rage, I know.
Someone cuts you off, forgets to turn on their blinkers when they're changing lanes.
Yeah.
Driving in the wrong lane, whatever.
Yeah.
What causes...
Or racing, sometimes people are racing too.
So what causes some of that road rage, and how can people get around that?
So first let us understand what is road rage, right? So it can be sudden. For example, someone cuts you off, or those who are racing, or it's a slow build-up. The slow build-up usually is when there's a traffic jam and it's getting slower and slower, and you just caught up, you're sitting in the same spot for a long time. Then there is also a reaction to something that has been happening, or something that you are witness to. But you would agree with me that ego is also involved. Why am I here? Why am I stuck? Why can't I go? Etc. So I think these are some of the reasons that are behind road rage. Now, I have tried to look into this because I was almost a victim once, and I may not have survived. So what causes it? I think sometimes the trigger is before the journey. Something has happened from their starting point, whether it's the home, the office, or wherever they were, and now there is a build-up. In my case, I have to be a little careful. If I've not taken my medication, and high blood pressure or such similar things can cause people to react or overreact. And then there could be a genuine emergency. Someone wants to rush to somewhere, and now they are caught in this fill in the blank, whatever, which is causing them to have road rage. These days, there's also another one, and that is when people are under the influence. And at that time, you don't know what you're doing, but you are angry, you make others angry, and the rage multiplies. So you are aware that auto accidents are a big reason for people being maimed or killed in North America. And so road rage is something that we should try and avoid. Easier said, right? One thing is definitely there in those moments when the anger shoots up. Sometimes your body cannot handle it, and sometimes you don't know what you are doing, and so mind and body are not in a healthy state. So the question is, what's the antidote? What should we do when this build-up of anger is coming? And so I think the first thing is to be aware that we are in a vehicle, and this vehicle could hurt others or us if we show the rage. The second and more important thing is that we start questioning, by my conduct like this, is it going to help? But unfortunately at that time, it's difficult for us to get into that state of mind of questioning, because the anger, the rage has taken over. Putting your mind away. Music, chanting, thinking good thoughts, right?
Yeah.
That could help. Which one do you do?
Music is a good thing, enjoying the scenery.
Yeah, Canada is a very beautiful country, right?
I guess it depends where you are, yeah.
Yeah, but the other and most important thing is knowing that it will not benefit you or others. All the time keeping that into the mind that it will not be good. What else do you think happens during road rage?
I mean, one of the things that helps me is also remembering that that person who cut you off or whatever didn't wake up that morning thinking they're going to come.
They didn't mean it, right?
Yeah, they didn't wake up and say, I'm going to bother Tony today and cut him off on his drive.
Yeah,
It's more just an accident. We've all done it.
yeah. And judgment call, right? It could be a wrong judgment call. And we think that we cut someone off, right? Or they cut us off. So this rage, there are three things that we have to be careful what it does. Number one, emotionally, it puts us into a state where it could become a habit. So you must have seen some people, every time they're on the road, somehow or the other, they display a different kind of a conduct. Have you seen that?
Yep.
And I think, how can you be addicted or having a habit of rage? That's not good, right? The second thing is that because ego is involved, the company. Have you seen some young gentlemen, if they have like 3 or 4 beautiful girls in their car, how they are driving? Because they feel that they are right on top of the world and now they can do whatever they want. And if they are not able to do what they want, then they fly off into a rage. And then the third is, most important, is that when we display this rage, when we do all this, what are we trying to achieve? We achieve nothing. So it's all a lose, lose, lose. There's no win in it. What should we do? Music and chanting and this and that, but you could also just stop your car until you cool off. Have a glass of water or something, right? Mm-hmm. Or, if it persists, see Tony, right?
Yeah, I think that's some of the stuff that you work on, right?
Yes, and
people's anger management.
Yes, and I've successfully worked with the rage, the anger, and connected emotions, which are of course different with different people. So they can go on my website, emotionalpower.ca, and contact me.
That's great. Thanks, Tony.
Welcome.